if we're getting the Link back or if we're going to see more counterpick wars.
I think
ZSS.
the ZSS, really.
A controversial pick, given this was one of her hardest top-tier matchups in Smash 4.
Yeah.
She has to jump to get anything started, and Cloud has anti-airs for days.
We saw plenty of that with Cheeks against S2H. That's why he won, was catching those jumps, and I think that will not change against the ZSS.
But this character isn't quite the same in this game. She does have access to that Plasma Whip. We'll see if she can get something going. But I don't know if this is the matchup that I would elect to go if I were Hakii.
No, he's got so many options, though, and so many things to play with. And after having a frustrating game with Link, you know, maybe he's just turned off of it. He doesn't feel like his brain is in grind mode yet, so he needs to take a game, as few as he has, to get himself in the zone.
Man, Wolf would be fine. Pick Wolf.
Yeah,
I feel
sure.
like he doesn't pick Wolf because it's boring to him sometimes.
I believe that. But when Win comes around, I mean, it's the same reason that he said he won't play Snake unless he really needs to.
Yeah, it's true.
Boy, he does have a lot of characters, huh?
Yeah, he really does.
ZSS, Wolf, Link, Snake.
Probably more. Look at that.
Probably more.
Look at that.
Ooh. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, man.
Pulling it right above, especially when she's under a platform, can set up so nicely. Having short up forward air as an option to do rising aerials as well as falling aerials for ZSS, though, is super big in the matchup of not always having to land at a certain cadence to get anti-aired.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, it's definitely something that she just did not have it for. Like that move didn't work. Dash attack works real good, though.
Another thing she does not have a whole lot of is weight. That dash attack will not kill, you know, probably a mid-weight at that percent.
ZSS stays slim thick.
Do what?
Have you never heard that before?
No,
Slim
ZSS is
thick?
the least thick character that has ever existed.
It's a big meme.
Okay. Thank God it is, because I was about to have to lecture people that thick does not mean attractive.
God bless.
Dummies.
We stand a skinny legend.
All right, now, so we're talking about, you know, ZSS goes into the air, and Cheeks playing Cloud, you know, gonna be in his element when ZSS is in the air to figure that out. But when he's up in the air, does ZSS have a lot of those juggling tools as well?
Oh, of course. I mean, you got that up air for days. Forward air can set up off stage is pretty well, and that grab is great for catching landings.
Yeah, for catching the landings for sure. And I think, you know, she's got great speed, aerial drift, like all of that. I have to imagine that definitely helps when you got your opponent in the air.
Great, just dash up forward tilt, realizing you got the very tip of that down smash, not a strong hit.
Oh!
Shove it right over that blade beam.
And I think Cheeks was holding away to try to jump off stage as well, so a strong move connecting with not the best DI means that Hakii's got a pretty decent lead.
Sitting at 82. Oof, nice. Down tilt catches Cheeks before he's able to get that cross slash going.
No, we were kind of questioning the ZSS, but at the moment,
you know, it's working, but I'm still questioning the logic. But I guess the rising fair does change a good bit.
And I'm also going to admit, I mean, we can freely admit that this is a different character than we saw in Smash 4. The game plan is much different. So, you know, imagining that ZSS has so much more of that just neutral horizontal range, right? That she can use that burst movement to get in on Cloud and not worry as much about the sword if she's just outside of the range the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, she can outrange him in 4 as well. It's just that she had to land a hit eventually by getting on top of him. Or committing to a grab, which is almost suicide sometimes when Cloud's got limit.
Yeah, that dash attack, though. Hakii, even at 148, going to live. Cross slash will not be livable. And once again, we see Hakii with a 90-some-odd% lead going into that last stock. Starting to notice a trend.
Man.
It's 4 games in a row. And then he just continues to close it out every single time.
Hakii playing solid.
Hakii's got his groove, dude.
Definitely found his groove.
And that could play into it. I think that, you know, I know that there are a lot of you stream monsters in chat that I know you blow up the chat for Cheeks. I think that if you're looking for a reason to be holding on and go, man, like Hakii kind of got him in that one, I think Cheeks still needs to just keep himself warm. Looked a little cold in that one. Wasn't as airtight with his spacing,
of course,
which is normally his big game plan with the Cloud.
Being the winner of Winners Finals, he hasn't had to play a set in quite a minute. Hakii just got hot off the win of S2H and hot off that first win in this set. Still has quite a road to climb if he wants to win this tournament. Has to win this set, reset,
and then win the reset afterwards.
And win another after that.
Yeah. So, you know, moving on could be, yes, you were talking about that, the hold on the plasma. That's excellent to know. Parrying aerials is such a big deal in this game.
Oh my goodness, got him caught on the platform.
Sliding right off. He was not brave enough to parry the entire thing, and that makes me sad.
Being able to shield grab it, though, is nice. Like,
Yeah.
not a lot of characters can just freely... It's not big. Down smash is a lot weaker in this game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't get down smash into flip jump. You barely get down smash into forward smash sometimes.
Okay. Because I was looking at that, I was like, does forward smash do this? Like,
from that position, he got a weak down smash. So
okay.
Not strong hit.
Oh. Cheeks did not have the best track of his resources right there, dropping that first stock. And Hakii setting up for that juggle by holding that plasma whip, like you were saying, so big.
That's huge.
Gross. Absolutely disgusting.
Is a monster.
My man. So
when the weekly recap comes out, we see Hakii's name.
Yeah.
Or Cheeks' name. I want to point out it's Hakii.
Oh, he went for another one.
Hakii, like the sport.
Yeah, like the sport. What have people been saying? Hakii? Like a hacky sack?
The good Asti La Vista called him Hakii.
What?
Because this dude is high-key killing it right now.
Oh, okay, so you were just setting me up then.
No, he really called him Hakii.
Okay.
It was... I sometimes feel like he goes out of his way to mispronounce these names.
Hey, you got it. Wow,
he said Hakii versus O-Rex was a set.
Got a little collab.
Let me tell you, it takes like 10 seconds to fact check this at the start of all the sets. But man, Hakii said that you need to fact check that one in the bottom corner. It's actually a 2. He's up 2-0.
Yeah, Hakii is high key winning this set, I think. With that 2-0 start, he's looking solid with that ZSS. And Cheeks, as far as we know, does not have a secondary to pull out. He is solo Cloud.
He has a Crom for doubles.
But that's for doubles.
I saw him playing Ness earlier today in doubles.
I don't believe that is
but
going to come out. But I don't
think that's a real character for him.
Considering that Hakii was able to best Austin.
Yeah, I don't think that's a choice.
No. That would be even more surprising than seeing Lima pull out Ness back at NFA 3.
Oh, that was an experience.
That's the point where I question how much longer Lima was going to play this game.
Yeah.
I really miss him, dude. I really miss Lima. That kid was honestly just one of the, like, he had to put out like that social media exterior, right? Where it's like, look, I gotta look out for myself. I'm a high schooler. Once you get to know him, he was actually one of the nicest people in the entire world. That dude, my favorite thing about Lima is that when you talk to him, he actually listens to you.
He definitely did.
Yeah. I miss him, man. What a great mind. Now he's playing League. League of Legends.
I'm so sorry for him.
Hey, if he can make it work. He's got a great mind for it. And 2 great minds in Smash coming up right now in Game 3 of the first set of Grand Finals, which I feel the need to say because the way it's shaping up right now, it looks like we're going into set 2.
We might be hitting that set 2 if we don't see some huge changes coming out of Cheeks. But I think the first big change of Lilac, giving these access to these platforms, is going to be big. He really just tried to punish Nair on shield.
Yeah.
With climb hazard. I mean, I guess expecting Hakii to just set up more pressure instead of going for those jabs.
Yeah, remember, frame 1 jabs, baby. It is still frame 1, right?
I believe so. I have no reason to believe otherwise at this current moment.
I'm always just going to take whatever you say at face value because you're the one that does a lot of like frame data research.
Yeah, it's harder in this game when we don't have all access to it.
We don't have the frame data.
Yeah.
Wow, catches it with that whiffed Zair. Ooh,
That
respected him.
A beautiful parry, but didn't quite have the punish. Maybe a forward tilt there could have caught what he needed.
Maybe.
Because it looked like he kind of pancaked the cross slash.
Yeah. And that's a tough move to punish too, even if you parry it.
Yeah, absolutely. That back air is strong.
Okay, still living 135 though. Again, this is a light character. Cheeks, cross stage. Man, you gotta find that killing blow against a light character like ZSS.
Oh, that's not supposed to work.
That's, like you said, not true, but
I mean, maybe I'm crazy and maybe that works. I don't think that's supposed to work.
it may not be true. I can tell you one thing. After seeing that, it's not false either.
Yeah, I've literally never seen that before in this game.
Oh, Perry. I think he wanted to drop down fair.
Maybe it's just a really high percent it works, whereas it definitely doesn't at
Where you get the extra stun.
The 30%, yeah. Like, it would just demolish stocks at 4 and 30.
Remember Smash 4.
Oh!
He continues.
He really tried to get that same punish again.
He said, look, buddy, I've been living too long, so just we'll move on to the next.
Hakii is playing so confidently that he's like, you know, I don't even need this stock.
No. He almost doesn't. I would never, ever be the kind of person to count out Cheeks because we've seen, even tonight, what it looks like when he's on the back foot. I saw.
He parried and then literally wave dashed into up tilt.
I saw, man.
That was dope. That's
too big of a commit.
big bait.
Ooh. Yeah, I like that air dodge on stage, especially on Lilat. The slope's helping out.
Zair to boost kick.
I can't believe that connected, dude.
That's dope.
The kind of the stuff that Hakii makes work doesn't make sense to me. I look at it and I go, like, I know things based on what they look like.
Yeah.
And I see what happens and I go, Hakii, that shouldn't have worked in 99% of universes.
Yeah. You're pulling the Doctor Strange, where I've seen 1,300,000 outcomes. How many outcomes did that move work for Hakii?
One. And we are watching it. Oh, Cheek says you will respect my space.
That was an important air dodge from Hakii to not get trashed by that climb hazard. That's gonna get us some space, some stage real estate.
You can see how high that back air hits too. That's one of the reasons that Cheeks is able to go so low when he uses it on those platforms.
Hakii trying to reverse it.
Double ledge trump. It's back to back, man. Boy, Cheeks is having so much trouble getting a strong foothold on stage.
Cheeks holding strong on the shield though. Hakii was trying to call out a jump from ledge, and Cheeks playing resilient.
I want to point out that Hakii fell out of that down smash because we're on Lilat.
Yeah, that slant did not do him any favors. Or did not do Cheeks any favors, rather.
No. Boy, 139 again. Even if it's going down to the last stock every time, Hakii has a massive advantage every time we go there. Doesn't have an answer to that climb hazard just yet, though.
I mean, this is one boost kick out of shield away.
Yeah.
From going to set 2.
No big commits are allowed in here. If you're going to, you better hope that you're right. Okay, up tilt, still really good coverage.
Oh, that was a big commit. Hakii's allowed a few of those.
Yeah, no,
but
he's
not
got
for long.
Cheeks tried to deny it. Is he dead? Okay.
No, he's good.
Cheeks is asking, what's your answer?
Look, you can't commit to those grabs against Cloud once he gets that limit going. There's one whiff grab into a finishing touch away. That up throw is going to do it, though. Wow. Great DI.
Not particularly close.
I'll eat my words.
Yeah.
Good launch.
Okay, it looked like it. Wow. Build up some damage. The Cheeks right back at the ledge where it's scary. Big commit. But does finally catch that dash in. Hakii was playing so defensively so well when he was like, all right, Cheeks is at the high percent. I need one good hit. And I know that if he gets solid hits on me, I could all of a sudden be the one that's dying. So if he's just dashing back, holding center stage, keeping Cheeks over at the ledge, he doesn't need to make a big commit.
And so that was a quick 3-0 reset.
Yeah, that was
After-
a 30.
Yeah, after Cheeks took him 2-0, if I'm not mistaken, winners.
Yes.
It was the Lincoln winners, and now it's the Zero Suit Samus that's putting in the work here in set 2 of Grand Finals.
Hakie's really emphasizing how much having a second character can do for you, or third.
Or 5th.
Or fifth. I mean, like, just not being a single character player can do a lot for like Cloud.
Yeah.
And Hakii shows, hey, 3 or 4 good characters, though, cover so many matchups for you.
I mean, what's crazy is this isn't even like traditionally seen as a good matchup for Zero Suit. This is, if history is to be repeated, it was one of Zero Suit's worst top-tier matchups in 4, and there's definitely some good things that have changed, like that rising forward air.
Oh, and you just saw what it did there, too.
Yeah.
47.
The rising forward air and the plasma move are the 2 biggest changes, and also Cloud overall being a undertoned character comparative to 4
Yes.
was dropped quite a bit in some of the oppression. But
Cheeks has decided that the defensive style isn't working out for him, and he needs to turn up the burner.
yeah, definitely time to start going in, I suppose. That back air gonna catch the tall Zero Suit Samus. All these tech chase situations Augie sets up are so terrifying because they can end in death if he reads it properly into like a nair boost kick or a nair flip kick.
Yeah. See Hakii setting up for an edge guard now. Big commit.
Oh. Nice, gets good damage with the cross slash.
I think that Hakii should go off stage a little more with the Cloud out there. I know that Cheeks is renowned for his ability to hold on to those stocks and make good recoveries, but I think ZSS recovers from forever. Wow, Plasma Whip doesn't need to hold it, doesn't need to tug him in. Just send him right out to take it.
Yeah, at that percent, absolutely just gonna set him straight out.
Let him fly, man.
Zero into the forward air. Falling
Whoa!
up air, got some good damage.
That was one of the flashiest looking combos I've ever seen. Right, now Cheeks is all of a sudden, you know, kind of turning up those jets, having trouble holding on to stage, which that wasn't really his issue as much in set 1. But now he's dashing back and Hakii's taking advantage of all the space that he's given him. Let's see how dangerous ZSS is when you just give her that little bit of room to dash in at you before you can react and hit you with something strong like that back air. Tie right now within 0.1% of each other.
Okay. Catches that landing. Down there is going to set him in an awkward spot. It's so scary when Zero Suit uses that flip jump. She's pretty committed afterwards.
There's a lot of stuff like that in Zero Suit's kit where you're like, this is a really good move, but also like, dude, be careful.
Yeah.
Boost kick being obviously another one.
Absolutely. Frame 4 at a shield option.
But also like
frame a billion of commitment.
Yeah. you can punish that on frame August the 13th. All right. Catching the jumps from Hakii again. This is where Cheeks was making his bread back in set 1. Was even if it was Hakii playing the Link, you know, with the ZSS, got to be finding where he's going to be taken to the skies. Wanted him to go for the nair. Speaking of nairs, and Hakii also showing off his proficiency to recover. The fact that he still had his jump there, definitely impressive.
Great air dodge, knowing that he would have just enough distance.
Ooh.
Forwarder not properly connecting, so Hakii gets nada for that.
Yeah, even at that ledge trap, Hakii's just getting a little bit greedy to try to finish out the stock.
Went really low. He was afraid of that flip jump, and I don't blame him.
No.
But now he's got a 100% lead.
Well, tables have turned. In the past 6 games that we've seen where somebody has gone into the last stock down 100% to 0, they have been the ones to lose. But this time it's Hakii on the back foot instead of his opponent.
Go rising up to 147. Wow. Cloud fared Zero Suit Shield, and she said it's my turn to jab.
Frame 1, dude. What can
This
Frame 1 do for you?
Oh my goodness, Hakii terrifies me.
He didn't bother to get up attack. He was so confident in that forward air. Not that he really needs the damage all that much. 182?
Oh, watch
That's
out.
scary.
This ledge trap could be big. Resets him.
He's just using the plasma whip. What
He went
DI?
straight to the corner.
Plasma
Watch
whip
out.
again?
Forward air doesn't connect properly.
Dude, the ledge traps from Hakii are nuts.
Okay. Cheeks has center. He's allowed to play the game.
And that'll do. That will certainly do. Even popping it on shield, Hakii had to try to go for that punish to see if he could win the game, and Cheeks just let it fly.
Beautiful cross slash. We saw the last one sent Hakii straight to the corner, so we know with this extra damage that one was going to do it. But that was down to the wire. Hakii almost took it all back.
It's
Cheeks was looking so strong, and then Hakii said, hold on, wait a minute.
it's Zero Suit at the ledge, dude.
Yeah.
That's been this whole grand final so far.
Our ledge trapping is pretty good.
I mean, when you have that plasma whip to cover so much range and you can continue to throw it out, you put your opponent in a situation where if they haven't already committed to an option to get back on stage, and normally you try to rely on a fast recovery and then a fast option to do that, where Cloud's is normally so elongated that Hakii has time to set up that plasma whip, and you need to figure out the timing and the way to get around it without getting fared or down smashed when you're jumping off the ledge to get around it.
Of course. Of course. So we'll see how we're going to be able to adjust to these ledge trap situations going into the Pokemon Stadium 2 counterpick.
Lots of space for Hakii to move around, and yeah, you just sort of make this his game. On a bigger stage like this, Hakii gets to control the pace. It's not necessarily Cheeks. Now, on that smaller stage, you cover ground more efficiently by having a big hitbox rather than by having a big threat zone by virtue of your movement. Whereas here, you gotta have good movement to be able to catch up. And you know, even though Cloud's no slacker, he's not slow, but Zero Suit is just so much quicker.
Back air catches the jump. Got some good damage on board. Look at this juggle.
Yeah, I like that nair too, because that sets up Hakii in a situation where he has to commit to either going off stage or jumping back in. Don't want to land right in front of a Cloud.
Oh, okay. Does he have resources?
He still has his jump. Somehow, some way, he always has it.
Man, Cheeks really, really good at saving that.
Oh, this time he does not, though, and Hakii takes full advantage.
No amount of jump saves you from that situation. That forward air is so good.
He's dead, but he
Doesn't
take Hakii with him, though. I guess maybe he wanted to see if Hakii would, like, boost kick back to ledge and save him.
Yeah.
And you know what? Same result anyways. We're right back to where we would have been just a couple seconds later.
Trying to get some extra damage with that climb hazard, but not
Speaking
quite
of
finding
extra
him.
damage.
Look at the punish.
52%. You're not going to kill him off the top anymore, but boy, you can kill him from a lot of places on the stage now with 70% built up. It's a nice little hedge fund for you. He back aired into that last hit. That's amazing.
That's kind of ridiculous.
That's like a Charizard hurt box right there. Oh. Okay, once again, the ledge trap set up. Cheeks just waiting for that blaster. I'd like to see Hakii set up that blaster at the ledge again to see how Cheeks reacts.
I'd love to see Hakii start trying to jab reset after these Zairs. If we're seeing Cheeks consistently missing them, missing these attacks. He keeps going for down smash to try to punish attack in place.
Fully agree. Oh my gosh, and Cheeks is still trying to call out these jumps, but we were saying this earlier, Hakii, now that he's playing a more grounded game, it's tougher for Cheeks to find this big damage that he's trying to build up and take the stocks.
And that boost kick out of shield is old tried and true.
Hoo boy.
Putting it at 1 game apiece.
It was a nail-biting game 1 and not a close game 2.
Not quite. Clean 2 stock from Hakii.
Dude, Hakii.
I got on fire. 4-1 overall in this finals.
Hakii dropped himself into DFW for a month and just hit the level up, dude. Because I think the first tournament he came up here for Ultimate, it was like a 4th place, something like that. And then it just keeps going more. It's looking like he's about to take this clean.
I'm not sure if we mentioned it earlier in this grand final set. We've mentioned earlier tonight that this would be Hakii's 2nd Ultimate Shockwave in a row.
Yeah, in a row. The only people to have taken consecutive Ultimate Shockwaves consist of Austin.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That was my point. Yeah. There's only one person who has done that so far. And Hakii looking to join that in saying only people with high relation to Austin in that series of noises in some way are able to win consecutive Ultimate Shockwaves. Do you see my thought process here?
Of course.
I know it's 1:42 in the morning, but I hope I'm making some amount of sense.
You're going the long way about saying it.
Dude, you know me. That's how I normally say them.
Yeah.
Welcome to having ADD.
Yeah. Trying your best to explain the thought processes.
Yeah. But he spot dodged the climb hazard. I've seen it all now. So Lilat, I mean, you've talked about just how much Cloud can do when he isn't pressured into covering a bunch of long platforms, and there's just the small ones where he can dip and dive.
Yeah, and he can cover almost the whole platform with that up air and back air as well. It's really a beautiful stage for him.
Plenty of the world available to him, man.
It's also in space, which is unrelated to how good it is for Cloud. It's just kind of cool.
No, it's a very nice looking stage.
Love space.
Dude, I hope we get to space exploration sometime in my lifetime.
I don't want to explore space. That'd be terrifying.
Oh, I don't want to explore it, but I want that to be a thing for humanity, you know?
Be like deep ocean. Like, nah, not me, fam.
Oh, deep ocean. Forget that, dude. That's terrifying. But again, the other terrifying thing that's in front of you right now, aside from the depths of space, is Hakii's ledge trapping. And Cheeks committing too quickly.
Yeah. Doesn't have the biggest punish in the world on that boost kick, but the fact that he got away from the ledge trap board is nice. Oh,
deep.
Okay.
Just go deep.
That is a choice. Whenever that move connects properly off the stage, it's going to do it. It, again, doesn't have like really weird like drag-in properties.
But also kills pretty early with the base knockback. Speaking of killing early, Hakii may have been at 140, but that forward smash would have killed at half that. Maybe not across stage, but you know, it's a strong move regardless. This time, the climb hazard, but Hakii DI's out.
Again, rising fair being huge.
Actually, talk about how phenomenal Hakii's DI has been, like, all set.
Yeah, he is not dropping anything wild.
There's a reason that he's been living until like 140, 150 every single stock. It's phenomenal DI.
Phenomenal DI, and he's done such a good job of avoiding the killing blows. Like, he'll run into a jab like that, maybe.
He's not going to run into the forward smash.
Not again.
No. I mean, think about how few times Cheeks has actually connected and dealt damage with a back air. That was his bread and butter in that winner's set against Hakii, and especially against S2H as well.
Right.
But now here, Hakii's just using that maneuverability to its finest ability. My goodness.
Like I was saying, though, none of those drag-in combos off of the Plasma Whip are true. So especially with the big disjoint like Clouds, you can challenge her trying to get aggressive with that back air.
And Cheeks trying to cover a jump from the ledge, but when you got that flip kick available, you can get around pretty much anything.
Again, seeing a situation where Hakii up about 100%, last stock.
And with the Plasma Whip, no, good DI.
But that's a punish on the air dodge. He tried to directionally air dodge to grab that ledge, but he had too much distance. That was a free forward air. Now Hakii, set point.
Yeah, set point. because he's kind of picked up on how Cheeks wants to hold on to those resources to make those recoveries. We've seen it work out for him a lot, but when you can go as deep as Zero Suit can and commit as much as you want to, you can cover the lack of jump and go deep with something like a Plasma Whip, like a forward air. And just have no fear.
Yeah, she can definitely go deep and definitely cover the recovery option that Cloud is available. And you were saying earlier that you wanted to see Zero Suit go a little bit deeper off stage. And
that's what ended up winning him that game twice. Or rather, netting him stocks twice.
Yeah,
so
I mean, Hakii is amazing, but it would be incredible for him to win the same game twice in one game.
That would be something else.
Yeah. He is working on winning 2 sets in a row.
And 2 Shockwaves in a row as well.
And it's going to be...
you know, not to sound like a broken record, but that's pretty incredible.
Pretty incredible. So, not to sound like a broken record, we're going back to Pokemon Stadium 2.
Even if this was a broken record of Lore Keeper Zinnia, I could listen to it all the time. Such a good song. Wait, this is Lore Keeper Zinnia, isn't it?
Unclear.
I think I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think
either way, this song is great.
Pokemon music in general is pretty dope.
Now that I'm thinking about it, might be Cynthia's theme.
Yeah, it's definitely not Lore Keeper's theme.
Yeah. Well, whatever. MM, the God, has given us some great music, and Cheeks has given us a great punish here to start it off. Pokemon Stadium 2 looking like a good counterpick all of a sudden.
Definitely good for these platforms and the space that he gets. Cloud enjoys these plats.
Yeah.
It's a triplat where they can't top platform can't be.
And if they jump into the middle, I mean, not to be overstated, the amount of hitbox coverage that Cheeks can have when he's landing with that big sword. Forward air, back air, down air, of course. And to an extent, even that up air, even if it's not the monster that it was back in Smash 4 for landing.
Not, but it still can cover people in the air really well.
Ooh, unshielded too early. I feel like Hakii's really taking advantage of a lot of situations where Cheeks is trying to react to and punish the first thing that he sees, and he's not waiting for what comes after that first action that Hakii gives him.
And that's Zerland at a distance too, where you don't expect him to be able to get up close and like jab without movement. And you don't expect him really to be doing much other than like setting up his next pressure tool with more jumps. But the Rising Fair adds so much to the character's kit.
Oh, barely missing that ledge snap on Cheeks, but whipping it out. Hakii gonna even it up on the stocks, but when he's sitting at 104, takes a back air at the ledge to take it for Cheeks now, and you can see might not be what he's setting up for, but building up enough damage. And that's just been the thing for Cheeks, I feel like, in this set, is that he's been building up plenty of damage, but taking the stocks has been the issue. 168 against a featherweight like ZSS?
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Cloud has dropped significantly in kill power in this game, but he does still have access to these limit moves that he's not been landing.
Yeah. Hakii's been doing a great job of avoiding them, and even if Cheeks has been landing them, the times that he's been getting them have been really inconvenient for him. They're like 40, 60%, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now at ledge, it's where we've seen Hakii make plenty of money. Oh, and he wants to get the big spike, but he can't find it.
Hakii down a stock, high percents. That grab is a big punishment opportunity anyway, just on up here.
Oh, air dodges from Cheeks to escape are so nice. Just doesn't want to give Hakii time to react to his escape.
Near cross up.
Limit's running out soon. He had to throw it out if he wanted to get any use out of it.
Nice, catches the full hop out of the pressure situation. Ooh, that could be big. But the spot dodge was bigger.
Yeah,
dueling back airs, but
back air is also quite large and in charge.
Yeah.
Sword definitely beats foot. Your stilettos might have a little extra range,
but they don't outrange a big sword.
You got to be that one girl from season 6 of One Piece that did like the kick fight with Sanji.
Straight over my head.
Yeah, no, me too. I just know that from the opening. that those two fight. If there's anybody who knows the name of that girl from season 6 of One Piece in the chat, just kind of educate the people, please.
Hakii would know.
Would he? Is he a One Piece guy?
Hakii's a One Piece guy.
Okay.
I think he's caught up.
Wow, that's a feat.
Yeah.
I'd say that's even more impressive. Well, I won't say it's even more impressive, but that is nearly as impressive as getting yourself to a Game 5 on the bracket reset at 1:50 in the morning against Cheeks at Ultimate Shockwave 22. This is the last game we're going to see all night. Guaranteed.
Yep. And no matter what, one of these two players is going to come home with their second Shockwave win. Ultimate Shockwave win in this game.
But it's a matter of if it's going to be the local talent of Cheeks or the out-of-city monster that lately has been Hakii.
Are we only adding another tick to the board, or is this going to be a 2 in a row?
Is this going to be consecutive, a back-to-back? Because like we said, the only person who's done that so far is Austin at Ultimate Shockwave. Obviously, you'd expect to see that if MVD and ESAM and those guys came down some more.
They haven't won a single local.
I thought MVD won one.
Not a Ultimate Shockwave.
Oh. Isn't that fun?
He won a Zanzi.
I know he won Zanzi's Dreamland, and I know he won
Hasn't won an
Super
Ultimate
Wars.
Shockwave.
Really?
Yeah.
Fun.
Got 4th at one and 2nd at the other.
I thought he's been to 3, though.
No.
Okay. I am proven wrong. And that's okay.
Last time they fought was Super Boot Wars.
Yes, I'm aware of that. I thought there was a time. What's up?
Man, that's their job to know, not me.
Yeah,
Shoot.
Yeah,
Chat. Hakii wants to know what Game 3 was played on, which I don't know if y'all have noticed.
What stage?
But boy, I'm tired.
We haven't.
After
it was the Lilac Cruise.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all in the chat, but after Game 8 of
8 million. The only reason that we were able to cast a 47-minute grand finals last week is because JV came in clutch, sat down on the couch, and brought some fresh energy.
What is it with Hakii and these stupid long sets? And the Wolf?
What? All of a sudden?
He said, what was Game 3 played on? Lilat? Okay, cool. We're going to Smashville.
And also I'm changing
characters. And also
characters.
I'm Wolf. What the heck?
The most unexpected. This is a bold move.
I'm digging the change. We're going to see something different, fresh for my eyes, be nice and awake.
And also, we were saying this at the beginning of the set before Hakii made that pick to ZSS. We were like, this is kind of what we expected to see.
Yeah, especially after his Wolf had been playing so hot against S2H.
Yeah, really hot against S2H. Reverse 3-0'd him with the Wolf after going down with the Zero Suit.
Yeah, and the Wolf looked like there was no question, dominant set.
Yeah.
The last game was close. The last game was close.
But only the last one.
Oh?
Wow. And, okay, so that's one of the big things we've seen about Hakii is that with that Wolf, he's going to hold forward, dude. Even if you're charging a nigh unpunishable forward smash that has a big hitbox, well, he'll still drift in with the Nair.
He sure will. Nice ledge trump situation, but Hakii fights away with the neutral air.
Yeah,
I'd be concerned about tossing blasters at a cloud with limit. It's a climb hazard and or that's a blade beam and a half.
Yeah, for sure. Does end up getting a couple of hits there with the climb hazard.
Cross slash, yeah.
Cross slash, thank you.
No worries. It's brain deactivate hours.
We don't need to worry about that, man. The only thing we need to worry about is that this is the last set of the night, and Cheeks is the one with the lead, which we haven't seen actually all that much in this grand finals.
Oh, that's
falls out of it. I hate that as a Wolf player. I hate that. I don't want to see it.
I like it when moves function, but also the rest of the character is Wolf. So every time that happens, I'm like, you know what? That's payment for the BS that I did earlier.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so Cheeks tried to do the exact same thing that he did last time, where he did the 1-2 of the cross slash on shield and then tried to cover a roll back from Hakii. But this time, Hakii was ready for that movement and just decided, I'm going to throw you off stage.
Back throw.
Boy, these guys just have such difficulty killing each other. It's amazing.
They both just have really good defense.
Yeah. That's kind of what we saw last week. Hakii versus Oryx. There's a reason that set went 47 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if this one's almost as long. Obviously not going to be quite as long because we dropped 2 entire games off of it, but half an hour totally feasible.
The first set was pretty quick.
It was not going to lie very quick, and then the games just kind of slowed down a little bit.
Usually,
chain him.
Ooh, good.
Wow, and Hakii again with these fastballs looking so good. That backer would have taken the stock probably.
Yeah, if he got the sweet spot. No, there's 3 different hitboxes on that move, depending on
somehow
where you land.
Punish on the cross slash cheeks though with that air dodge means he still has his jump. And Hakii just going to be a little bit respectful to the fact that he is playing Wolf and he is not going to go deep for an edge guard. All right, that down smash not quite having the oomph that it had back in Smash 4. It's enough to give Cheeks stage.
Oh, no jump. That nair was so smart from Hakii.
Cover the ledge, cover any air dodge, jump, you name it.
Yeah, Cheeks looked like he had no jump. He was probably just going to try to drift low, maybe air dodge toward the stage, but that nair covered all of that distance.
Ooh, wow, just the bayonet.
Sending reverse as well. Okay, stuck on the platform, not where you want to be shooting a blaster. Not with a cloud below you.
Ooh. Dash attack for good coverage, and forward tilt takes it. We're at the last stock of the night.
Forward tilt is such a good anti-air. Flies right up and above cloud before it sends out forward. Ooh, nair sets up dash attack, but doesn't quite find the mix-up.
Parry into the cross slash. That's good aerial drift there by Hakii, too, to avoid that back air. He had to be precision, surgical with his precision in avoiding that move. He said, man, that's one of Cloud's biggest moves.
No cross-up, so that
down throw dash attack?
No, he messed up.
That was a misinput. Oh, nair to set up. Cheeks has his jump, uses it early to air dodge.
No forward tilt out of Hakii to punish either.
Wasn't ready for the mix-up. He's been used to Cheeks recovering low.
Yeah, wasn't able to react fast enough, so now Cheeks holding center. Back throw going to put him off stage. Down throw tries to set up high recovery.
The usage of this limit could decide the entire game, and Cheeks needs it to recover onto the platform, and it works!
Cross slash puts Hakii off at the ledge again.
Ooh. Just wants to cover, and that back air was such a big hitbox. It wasn't Charizard the whole time, it was the back air.
How did Hakii land so laglessly? The up air, not going to do it.
Oh. Neighbor, I'm scared.
We're sitting so close to these limit percents. That up smash definitely could have taken it.
And one of Wolf's fastest options out of shield. It wasn't just to get the kill. They're rolling in and out. Cheeks almost has his limit, but he's trying to play so conservatively to get it at the right time. Up smash takes it.
Catching the burst option of the dash attack.
Yeah.
He had been playing so patient and conservative and defensive, waited till he got that limit, and as soon as he got the limit, then he went for the dash attack, and I think the idea there was Hakii's going to be scared of this limit. Maybe he'll go for a panic defensive option like a roll or a spot dodge, and this dash attack might be able to catch that at those percents, maybe take him the tournament.
But with all of those maybes, the instead was Hakii realized with limit, Cheeks thinks he can get aggressive.
Yeah.
And I'm going to punish the first option that he throws at me.
Held shield steadfast and got that nice up smash out of shield to punish. Hakii now taking his second consecutive ultimate Shockwave.
And his